The Acropolis of Athens is one of the most iconic landmarks in the world, symbolizing the cultural and architectural achievements of ancient Greece. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and has a rich history dating back thousands of years. Here's a detailed history of the Acropolis, its construction, and its purpose. Early history and development. Prehistoric period. The Acropolis, a flat-topped rock rising about 150 meters above sea level, was inhabited as far back as the Neolithic era, around 4000 to 3000 BCE. Early settlements took advantage of the natural fortification offered by the hill. Mycenaean era, from around 1600 to 1100 BCE. During this period, the Acropolis served as a royal citadel with a palace complex. The hill was also the center of religious worship, with temples dedicated to local gods. The Acropolis in the Archaic period, around 800 to 480 BCE. The first temples dedicated to Athena, the city's patron goddess, were built in the 6th century BCE. The Acropolis became a religious sanctuary during this period. In 480 BCE, the Persians invaded Athens during the Greco-Persian Wars and destroyed many of the structures on the Acropolis. The Classical Acropolis Periclean era, 5th century BCE. The classical Acropolis as we know it today was largely constructed during the Golden Age of Athens in the 5th century BCE, under the leadership of Pericles, a prominent Athenian statesman. The primary purpose of the Acropolis at this time was to serve as a religious center, especially in honor of Athena, the city's protector, and to symbolize the glory, wealth, and power of Athens at the height of its empire. Key constructions of the Acropolis. The Parthenon, constructed between 447 and 432 BCE, stands as the most famous structure on the Acropolis. Dedicated to Athena Parthenos, or the Virgin Athena, it was commissioned by Pericles and designed by architects Ictinus and Callicrates. The sculptural decoration was crafted by the renowned sculptor Phidias. Built primarily from Pentelic marble, the Parthenon was an architectural marvel. Its columns were constructed using the Doric order, with some elements of the Ionic order. The entire construction was designed with subtle curves and optical refinements to give the illusion of perfection. The Parthenon housed a massive gold and ivory statue of Athena and served as both a temple and a treasury for the Delian League, the Athenian-led alliance. Next, the Propylaea, built between 437 and 432 BCE, served as the monumental gateway to the Acropolis. Also commissioned by Pericles, it was designed by the architect Mnesicles and served as the grand entrance to the sanctuary. The Erechtheion, constructed between 421 and 406 BCE, was built on the sacred spot where Athena and Poseidon were said to have contested for the city's patronage. The Erechtheion housed ancient cult statues and sacred relics. It's famous for its caryatids, the sculpted female figures that support its south porch. Lastly, the Temple of Athena Nike, built between 427 and 424 BCE, is a small Ionic temple dedicated to Athena Nike, the goddess of victory. This temple celebrated Athens' military successes. How the Acropolis was built. The structures were built using local marble from Mount Pentelicus, located about 16 kilometers northeast of Athens. This marble was prized for its pure white quality and fine grain. The builders employed advanced construction techniques for the time, including the precise cutting and joining of massive stone blocks without the use of mortar. Sculptural decorations were carved and assembled separately before being mounted onto the structures. Teams of stonemasons, sculptors, and engineers worked under the direction of leading architects and artists. Thousands of laborers, including both skilled and unskilled workers, were employed in the construction process. Much of the funding for the Acropolis's construction came from the Delian League's treasury, which Athens controlled after the Persian Wars. Post-classical history. Over the centuries, the Acropolis experienced numerous transformations. During the Hellenistic and Roman periods, the Acropolis remained a key religious site, with new buildings and repairs made to the existing structures. In the Byzantine era, the Parthenon was converted into a Christian church dedicated to the Virgin Mary. During Ottoman rule, from the 15th to the 19th centuries, the Parthenon was transformed into a mosque. In 1687, a Venetian bombardment struck the Parthenon, which was being used as a gunpowder store by the Ottomans, causing severe damage. restoration, and modern times. In the 19th century, after Greece gained independence from the Ottoman Empire, restoration efforts began to preserve and restore the Acropolis. Today, conservation and restoration efforts continue, ensuring that the Acropolis remains a testament to ancient Greek cultural achievement. Symbolism and legacy. The Acropolis has come to symbolize not only ancient Athens' cultural and artistic achievements but also the ideals of democracy, philosophy, and humanism. Its structures, particularly the Parthenon, are considered masterpieces of classical architecture, influencing countless subsequent buildings throughout history. In essence, the Acropolis stands as a monumental symbol of ancient Greece's legacy, both religiously as a center of worship for Athena, and politically as a representation of the city-state's power and cultural dominance in the ancient world. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment to help grow this page.